Allah barik fik. I would like to ask, please enlighten me. I am close of reaching my dreams, but I feel that there is always hindrances every time. At times I'm losing my confidence, but I'm not giving up. I'm asking Allah, does He have other plans for me? Am I being punished? My life, my love, my dreams is not aligned on in what I have planned. I keep crying and asking for Allah's mercy and guidance on what I should do. Barakallah fikum. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy, inshallah, and give you what you wish for. But it's important to understand the reality of this life. And when we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with His names and attributes, and He's the most merciful, and He's the most perfect in His attributes, and one of which is that He knows and we do not know. Allahu ya'lam wa antum la ta'lamun. Allah knows and you do not know. We do not know, really. We do not know what's benefiting for us. There are two types of things in our life. Things that is, we know for sure that this is good for us. And the other type is things that we do not know whether it's good for us or not. The only thing that we know for sure that it's good for us is to be firm upon the deen, is to be obedient to Allah, to be righteous, to be steadfast. The thing that we know for sure is good for us is to enter the Jannah of Allah, to be saved from the hellfire. We know for sure that this is what is best for us. No doubt about this whatsoever. So anything that make us among the people of Jannah and to have the characteristics of people of Jannah, the believers, as it's mentioned in the Quran and in the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, and anything that saves us from the hellfire and makes us away from it, we know for sure this is what is best for us. Even if a person does not achieve much of materialistic matters in this life, this is the most successful person is the one that is obedient to Allah. Okay, so this is to be taken care of. The other set of things in our life that we don't know whether it's good or not for us is the worldly life that we live in, the materialistic things. Money, wealth, careers, relationships, right? All of these things that we plan for and we want all kinds of things for ourselves. But at the end, we don't know if it's good for us or bad. It's nothing wrong with planning and making sure that we take a certain route and things like this. But at the end, the believers, they always put their trust in Allah. They plan, they take the means, and as long as it's halal, of course, as long as it does not compromise one's religion, as long as it does not affect our iman and our faith and our actions and so on. After doing all of this and a person takes a path or so that he thinks is good for him, the hearts are already upon the belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that whatever the outcome is, we know for sure that this is what is best for us, even if it's taken away things from us. I'm saying that if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed for a person for her to be poor, to be deprived from all kinds of things that you desire, to have difficulties in relationships, to have difficulties in one's materialistic benefits in this life, all of this. If this is what Allah decreed upon a person after the person taking all the means, of course, because we don't know the decree of Allah till it happens, this we know for sure that this is what is best for us. If we are treating the things that we see in our life with patience, with being obedient to Allah, how are we towards these trials in this life? Are we still obedient to Allah? Are we still worshiping Him? Because at the end, after 100 years from now, all of these dreams that we have in this life is going to be what? Nothing. It's going to be nonsense. The only thing that will benefit us is what we take with us in the hereafter. And we would realize then that these were all things that was, not that important for us in our life, except what was means for the person to enter the Jannah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And to make it brief, but as Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah and others, they said, you have two things to be able to achieve your goals in life. You take the means and you put your trust in Allah, you rely upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but then you always been pleased with Allah. So be pleased with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala today. With whatever you face, you're pleased with Allah. Even if it's against what you planned, your dreams and everything, Allah knows best and He decree what is best for you. We always choose for ourselves, we want for ourselves to worship Allah by being grateful only, by having all the materialistic and all the better things in this life for us to be grateful. But what if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala choose for you to be patient? So worship Him with patience if your circumstances is not what you like, and not just to worship Him with being grateful. right? Worshipping Allah with being patient, worshipping Allah with being grateful, and both of them are the same thing in our lives. And to be able to treat whatever situation and trials and tests in our lives according to the way of the Prophet ﷺ. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide our hearts and give us strength. And we have in the Prophet ﷺ the best example. Look at the life of the Prophet ﷺ with all the trials and tests. And the Prophet ﷺ would tie 2 stones around his stomach because of the hunger and so on. And he was the happiest person ever walked on the face of earth, the most person that Allah was pleased with. But look at how his physical life was. And on the other hand, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestows a person whatever he dreams for, it's not necessarily a good sign that Allah is pleased with us. If everything that you planned happens, actually something that brings the fear of Allah in the hearts, because we are going to be tested and we are going to be questioned about this in the day of judgment. So if it happens, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we're grateful to him, but we have to make sure that this is not against us, but rather something that would aid us and guide us to do what is good. And if something has been taken away from us, we know for sure after it happened, we know for sure that this is what is best for us. And it doesn't take us away from pursuing good things, but with having this contentment and to seek pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in all of our affairs. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy, inshallah, and to keep us steadfast upon the deen of Allah. Barakallahu feekum.